IFBB Pro Sam Sulek Ice 2026 Classic Physique Stage, weighs possibility of Men's Open, and shares favorite bodybuilders. Sulek discussed his future in bodybuilding and why he aims to compete at his first pro show in 2026. Questions about Sam Sulek's next bodybuilding contest are popping up left and right. In a recent YouTube video published on May 26, 2025, Sulek reflected on turning pro before discussing his future contest plans in Classic Physique. He also revealed whether he'll eventually move into the Men's Open division. Sulek became one of the most talked about bodybuilding talents before ever competing. He finally appeased his massive fanbase earlier this year when he earned gold in Classic Physique overall at the NPC Legends Classic. This triumph secured his qualification for the Arnold Amateur. While there were doubts about his chances of earning an IFBB Pro card, Sulek put those to bed. He clinched it impressively in Columbus, Ohio, and now, fans are wondering when we might see him back on stage for his pro debut. Sam Sulek reflects on turning pro, discusses contest plans and possibility of moving into Men's Open. In a recent YouTube video, Sulek looked back on earning his pro card. He shared advice he took in from the late and great Rich Penna, stressing that he didn't want to show up to his first show small. "That's one thing I got the gist of earlier on, maybe not listen to everything he says, but in one video Rich was going on, don't show up to your first show small. At least build something up first, and it's like how much time do you want to waste doing a show at 130 to 150, give it some time." He said it took some time to accept that he achieved his goal of turning into an IFBB Pro. "It took a while to actually kick in. Once I actually went backstage, holding the card, holding the trophy, that's when I started laughing to myself, alright, I finally made it happen." In the beginning, it's tricky because what do you want to think before? Do you want to go into it cocky, I'm going to win this, or go into it like I'm just going to compete and see what happens, he said. Sulek made it clear that when he does return on stage, he has to present a different look than what fans have seen thus far as an amateur. "I'll give it some time because I do want to present a different package for a pro show compared to the amateur show. But because I had to suck down so light for that show, I don't think I'm too far off from being at least kind of close to my weight cap for a pro show after a solid off-season." He plans to compete in Classic Physique next year, but hasn't stated which contest he's circling. "I don't want to be the guy who waited 3 years. I've heard Lee Priest talk about that. The reason you don't compete as a pro is because you're not pro level. I think coming back the next year will be good. The whole point of competing is to improve show by show."
Physique, Sulek won't hesitate to compete in the Men's Open. "It won't be so tight for the pro weight cap. But if I ever outgrew it, that's fine by me, I'll just move up. But why compete with the guys that are 280 if I'm only going to be at 230? It doesn't make any sense. Give it some time." Lastly, he opened up about his favorite bodybuilders. Tom Platz, Dorian Yates, and Kevin Levrone all made his list. "When I was starting, I pretty much watched a lot of the old Machiavelli motivation videos. That's all Tom Platz, Dorian Yates, Levrone, and then once you get into it, everybody is watching Pumping Iron. Pretty much just all the 80s and 90s guys first," he shared. Sulek has kept fans in the loop during his first off-season as a pro. He recently broke down the bulking plan he intends to follow for the next 4 to 5 months. His goal is to hit 275 pounds before deciding to shred down for another contest. Sulek is easily one of the biggest stars in the sport and has yet to test himself at the pro level. His fans look forward to seeing what he's capable of in Classic Physique in 2026.